What's going on, guys? So I am still out here at the inTech production factory in Indiana, and yeah, they are in the process of putting together a different model that I haven't had an opportunity to spend much time videoing. I got my good friend Adam here in front of me. Adam, do you want to walk through? I guess we'll take a look at this one right here since we're kind of further along with the production of it, but you want to talk to me about what's going on here and why I see double-sided tape on here.
Yeah, so this is our OVR product. So this line is running OVRs and flyers. The big difference with these compared to our fiberglass trailers is these are using aluminum sidewalls on the exterior of the product. So for all aluminum exterior, we use 3M VHB, very high bond is what that stands for, tape to hold all aluminum to aluminum. So this, we've already installed it onto the aluminum frame. We go through, we'll clean the trailer, and then we do an etching primer on the trailer itself to give us a really good bite for the tape itself. And then the back side of the exterior panels then also get scuffed, and those get ready for that as well. Then they get cleaned and primed as well.
So that is incredible. I've never seen this type of process before.
Yeah, so this is really standard actually for our motorsport trailers, which we were doing next door. I don't know if people are aware even that we do car haulers. That's where we do custom car haulers. That's actually where the business actually started from 14, 15 years ago. So then this is actually a really standard process we use over there daily on those. So aluminum to aluminum is nothing new for us.
So this is one of those things when you carry the wall in and you put it on, you have to be pretty precise the first try.
Yeah, you get a little tackiness at first, but once it makes contact and you apply any pressure, it's on there for good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I can imagine if you get it on crooked, the process of removing it's actually going to bend the panel. It's probably going to cause problems.
If you have to remove a panel, that panel is done. Yeah, it's not.
So
salvageable.
Is this going to be more of, let's say, your off-road inspired offering that you have?
So our flyer line, which are a little bit smaller trailers, those are kind of our adventure trailers, we like to call those. They are, you know, everything from little toy haulers, so this could be like an ATV could fit in here, to just kind of really simplistic trailers that you can kind of really make your own. And then up to the OVR, which is, again, a little more higher end fit and finish on the inside of the trailer. But you still got a really rugged exterior that just, you know, leads to that, hey, let's take this a little further.
And again, Dexter torsion axles on everything.
Everything's got Dexter torsion axles. Yep. That's
very cool. What other, I guess, what other differentiators would you say are between this and the Octa line?
Between the OVR and Octa line, so obviously this is a little more boxy. I think that boxiness can lead to some more usable storage, just due to the less curvature. So you get some bigger storage compartments. Compared to the Octa line, which is a little more rolling, you know, curvature on it.
Yeah, and I see the welds everywhere. I mean, you guys weld everything.
Yep, everything's got backer again. All these, so this tube across here is for, we're doing ATP on this lower portion. So it just gives us something to put some pressure up against for installing that ATP.
If you didn't see the previous video too, this is actually the way they do their insulation. They use this bubble foil with the Asdel inner wall, air gap, and then the aluminum wall on the outside.
Correct.
And I love how you route all your wires through everything. This is just a really, really great way. And it's about the best way you can do it, even considering there are wiring harness options. The problem with the wiring harnesses, in my opinion, in some cases, is tracking down a wire that might have a problem is near impossible.
Yeah, if it's in a loom, it's going to be really, really difficult to hunt down.
Yeah, but check it out. There's no chafing possible here because everything has an isolator to prevent it from actually making contact with the aluminum. So that is really cool. I don't want to disturb them much, but I definitely want to kind of see the process in here. I love how everything is such a nice, kind of a high gloss marine appeal to it.
Yep.
You got your storage in the back, plus a 2-inch receiver. That's just for storage rack, right?
That's standard on all inTech trailers. Yep, 175 pounds of dynamic load.
Okay. This is very cool. Again, another really freaking awesome product from the folks over at inTech. And they got a lot of them. And they don't produce a lot of them each day. So that's one of the stories here that a lot of people want to hear. The fact that you guys only throw out a unit a day when it comes to this.
These OVRs, we're doing about 1 unit a day. It's about a 3-week build time. So it's going to go through about you know, 15 different stations along the way through the process.
Let's go take a look at one that's a little bit further ahead in its completion. Okay, Adam, so we're definitely more along the process with this one. This thing looks incredible. I mean, this is just awesome, a really, really cool looking RV. And it's pretty awesome to think that this thing is, from a sidewall perspective, actually has 3M double-sided tape. I mean, everywhere on it. Yep,
so you got tape holding on all the exterior panels here. So this is an OVR Expedition, which is the shortest of our OVR products. 23 feet in length total. Windows, again, big windows everywhere we can. The big difference, you know, our Octa has the big front windshield. This one we go to like a more of a moon roof in the bedroom area.
That's actually that acrylic window.
It is.
That's one of my favorite windows.
Yep. It's really an awesome window we just added this year.
Very cool. Maybe we can walk through a final product.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at this final station. This one is pretty much complete. I'm sure they're going through final PDI, final checks on it, and cleaning it up. But this thing looks absolutely incredible. Even the graphics and decals, they're simplistic, but man, they really make this thing stand out. I love the fact that you have the legless awning up here as well.
Yep, Girard awnings on all OVRs.
Look at that frame. Go back and check out some of the other videos if you guys want to see how incredible the frame manufacturing process is here. It's all aluminum. 3/4 inch thick floor on this thing. Absolutely incredible. And what we talked about is the fact that you're using aluminum does save weight, but at the same time, you're not doing it just for weight savings overall.
Yeah, we're doing it for structure. We're doing it for structural rigidity, and then that gives us the opportunity to customize the frame in the weld shop to make it so that we can install even, you know, things like this drop-down bunk. There's extra framing up in the trailer, in the frame itself for this drop-down bunk. So, you know, this has 175.
I didn't even know that was a bunk until you said that.
Yeah, 175 pound capacity on this bunk here. So it just folds up.
And then this will all be kind of a wraparound.
Yep, this is our dinette area here.
Then you'll have the table that plugs in right here.
Table here. Got all of our accessories and stuff under here.
Oh wow, man, that's gonna make it really easy to get to every site.
Nice tight packaging.
That is really nice. Again, that thin-scape countertop looks fantastic. It is a solid surface material, so no more thermofoil. Okay, stepping into the bedroom area. Again, the way you guys do everything, you don't see any of these large sheets of plywood that are haphazardly cut. Everything is routed out perfectly. It is really, really crazy that you guys sell these for what you sell them for from a pricing perspective, considering the amount of effort, time, and detail that goes in each one of them.
Yeah, and you know, in using a CNC like we saw up in the cabinet shop, you know, we're able to get really nice specific cuts for specific pieces that are going to fit really nicely everywhere. So,
no, this is absolutely incredible. I am a huge fan of the inTech product. I think people who've watched my channel now know that. Because of what you guys do. I mean, it's just the attention to detail, soft closing cabinets, soft closing drawers, thin-scape countertops, solid surface materials, aluminum frame, aluminum walls. It's just all so well put together. I have to say that this is a very unique product, and like we mentioned in another video, you know when you're in an inTech. You truly do. Unless you think you might be in like a luxury yacht, because you could get mistaken.
You could wake up and forget.
But this is a beautiful, beautiful coach. I love how they do their ductwork for their AC.
Wet
and
bath,
it's a drop set ceiling. Then this, you got your wet bath right here, which is a huge wet bath. This is like a normal bath, but with the toilet in it. This thing is absolutely huge, and it's beautiful. The setup is gorgeous. But Adam, again, I really appreciate you taking the time, walking me through your facility, just showing just some of the attention to detail, the materials you use, how it's all put together. It really is profoundly different than what you traditionally see in the industry.
Yeah, we try to be different, and we try to be better.
But at the same time, though, your price doesn't reflect it as much as some people might think. Because I've seen products similar to this, not similar to this, but I've seen, let's just say, other boutique products that are $50,000, $60,000 more, and you don't even get as much. So that's awesome.
And for this, you're really getting, and this is going to last. This is built to last. It's not, you know, 4 or 5 years down the line, things start falling apart. Due to the way we were building this built unit is going to last you a long, long time.
Love all the windows. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. Go back and watch the other videos if you want to see how the frame is assembled, you want to see how the walls are put together, you want to see how the entire design kind of comes together, the materials they use. Go back and watch the other video. We did one on Octa, and then now we've done one on this one, and we have a full video talking about that construction process. Anyways, guys, sure hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.